All right, guys, welcome to the call. My name is Mark with Cars.com and DealerRater, and this is Ian. Want to introduce yourself, Ian?
Sorry, trying to do two things.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name's Ian. I'm with Cars.com and DealerRater. Mark and I handle your group together. We're just going to get you guys teed up and trained up on DealerRater, how to use this tool to sell cars through referrals and social media. But it's pretty awesome. Mark has a lot of good success stories. So promise, if you do what he teaches you, you will sell a couple extra cars a month. No doubt. It works.
Cool. Well, guys, if you could see my screen, I'm going to load this up here. All right. So I can't see any of you, so I'm going to go through this. And so the first thing I want to point out is it's important how you guys look on page 1 of Google. So you got a lot of your customers, a lot of people looking for cars. They go to Google. Google's the #1 search engine. Statistically, it might be over 90% of the searches are on Google. I'd have to double check that. Don't hold me to it. Well, you could see Vision, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, how on page 1, you got their Google reviews at 4.7 stars. In their Google My Business page, you got DealerRater at 4.8 stars, Facebook at 5 stars. You got this Angie's List that probably won't be there long. And then you have Cars.com and 4.8 stars in DealerRater. So it's important how you look, and DealerRater is a program that Cars.com, it's our sister company, and your store just recently added. We're going to go over a lot of information with you on how you can be more successful with DealerRater and selling more cars. The cool thing is a review on DealerRater syndicates to Google. It goes to Facebook, it goes to DealerRater, and then it goes through a network of other sites. If it goes to DealerRater, it goes to Cars.com, Auto.com, the credit union site called Cuddle, your website. Actually, Kelley Blue Book, I just found out this morning, is participating, so it can go to Kelley Blue Book. More to come on that. And then here's a sales rep in Ithaca, New York for the Mcguire Auto Group. You're probably familiar with Mcguire. They have stores in Syracuse and Ithaca. But this sales rep says, I can't believe salespeople that are not working Facebook and DealerRater. During COVID, he said he got 3 reviews over the weekend. 2 of his 4 sales were via Facebook, meaning somebody messaged him, Mike, can you help me? I'm ready to buy a car. Can you help me? And they're like, sure. So that was 2 of his 4 sales. This is a gentleman. You guys also get your own website. Okay, so this is your website. So you're in business. You can market yourself. We're going to talk more about how you can market yourself. So this is a gentleman named Dimitri. He works over at your Buick GMC store. He has a DealerRater page set up. He can solicit his own reviews. He needs to hook up his cell phone number and put a biography in here. We're going to go more into that. He can send his page out to get referrals. We'll talk about that as well. You also get leads, guys. Okay, so this was a lead that came in March 29th. This is like right in the heart of COVID, man, when a lot of people got furloughed. So this is one of my customers in Ithaca, New York. The customer would like to work with Nate. I bought a 2015 Equinox from you in the past. Give me a call sometime, please. Okay, who would want this lay down as a sales rep in a notification saying you just got this lead? So we're going to go more into that. This is great, man. My Fusillo, Ian, this is Fusillo in Grand Island, Toyota. This person said, my wife and I are moving from New York City to Rochester. Your dealership out in Grand Island looks great. I mean, Grand Island's like 70 miles from Rochester. And they look the best in upstate New York. Guys, at one time, Fusillo of Grand Island, the reputation was not very good, and they added DealerRater, and now it looks awesome. The customer said, I'm excited to become a new long-standing customer of yours. All right. You could see Jennifer DePasquale. I posted her DealerRater page to my timeline on Facebook. I referred her. So we got some referral components into DealerRater. We're going to go into some of that stuff as well. And then you could take your brand to social. That Jennifer DePasquale, my best social rep, she sells 2/3 of all her sales. She self-generates through Facebook. She posted a review she got on DealerRater right to her timeline. So you got some aspects of that as well. All right. Before I go into this, okay, I'll do this slide and then I'm gonna go into a video. So on the picture on the left, guess what that is? And since you guys aren't really saying anything, I took this picture myself. These are two salespeople. They have chairs set up at the window. You see the popcorn machine? They can get popcorn and they just sit there and they look out the lot. You know what they're doing? They're watching the lot. Okay. So this blows me away that they're spending all their time just sitting there watching the lot when other reps, the most successful sales reps right now, are not doing this. Trust me. I got other pictures I could share with you. We just don't have enough time. I have reps like sitting out in the parking lot on lawn chairs. It's nuts. We're talking about what to do to be successful today. And I've been studying salespeople the last 2 years, and I've been identifying what they're doing. So the girl to the right, that's a BDC rep, busting her butt. And guess who she's trying to book appointments for? The guy who's looking out the window. I tell you what, the whole model of we need more leads, and leads are going to sell us more cars. This whole model, the lead model, isn't necessarily the most efficient model. There's a lot of inefficiencies with the lead model. OEMs want more leads, dealers want more leads, yet there's a diminishing return when you get more leads. I'm a big fan that the success of a dealership is through their people. The car business is a people business. Let me just show you what I mean by this. I have some videos that I want to share with you. This is the first one. Let me make this a little bigger. And let me know if you can hear this.
Should every salesperson out there that's in the auto industry be promoting themselves through social media?
So why wouldn't you want a salesperson to be on Facebook and Instagram? The whole world's there. It's free. It's free. It's a damn a dream come true. Free, no regulation. I can post as much as I want. They probably won't stop me. I can say I'm the best. I can say I'm the cheapest. I can say I can get you approved. I can say it with no money down. And I can do it as much as I want and it doesn't cost me anything.
So if it was Grant Cardone Motors today, every one of your salespeople, you'd make it mandatory that they've got a social presence.
When I go online, I show my guys off. I want my people to become superstars. I want my people to have a social media following. People buy from people they know.
That's right.
If they don't know me, I went to the governor's.
Okay, so what Grant's saying is people buy from people they know, and Facebook and social media is free. So we're going to talk about some of the things that you can do to be more successful in social. Let me bring up Frank Cornetti. Okay, so this guy sells over 100 cars per month. I know June of last year, he sold 135 cars in 1 month. So what he says is extremely important. There's 4 parts or 3 parts to what he says that I want to highlight.
I started a drive for free on me years ago out of a frustration and not being able to get enough internet leads myself. So I wanted to be able to close my ratios on referrals and repeat business was through the roof, and closing rates on internet, even though I was like the top dog, was still only 20%. So I was.
So the important thing here is the closing rates on internet leads and referrals were through the roof. Okay, we're going to talk about that. I have data showing it's about an 80% closing percentage on a referral or a self-generated customer. And he says that his internet leads, even though he was the top dog, the closing rate was only 20%. So guys, the big takeaway from today is that, you know, what Frank's doing is he's meeting with 10 people to sell 8 versus meeting with 10 people to sell 2. So, you know, keep that in mind as we go along with this.
Wasting the most of my time trying to close 20% of a customer base. And I start thinking about it, I'm like, man, it's just so stupid. Like, I'm pretty popular. People know me in the area. I need to be able to get referrals. So where do I get more referrals from? So I started spending a little bit of my own money.
All right. And then the second part of this I want to get to is, okay, about 6 minutes in, he talks about, does he have his own website?
All right.
So that's one question. Now, also on this, talk to us. Do you have your own website?
I don't. I use Facebook. That's my website. That's what everybody is. I mean, to me, I rarely Google websites anymore. I go through all my websites almost primarily on social media because that's what I'm on all day. I'm on, Facebook or whatnot. I did start a thing.
He views social media and Facebook as his own website. That's really interesting. Now, this is like one of the most successful car sales reps in the country. If you go to, guys, I recommend you watch this whole video. If you go to 23 minutes in, he talks about DealerRater.
We'll sit outside, we'll tailgate. Is there times that we just, mentally unload and sit around and talk for 15, 20 minutes? Absolutely. But at some point you got to check yourself. Okay, great. I'm not doing anything to be productive right now. Why am I at work? I'm missing my family. I need to get back to doing what I do. So make sure all the deliveries are right, getting back. I've been really recently concentrating on getting more of a web presence by asking my customers directly through a text message with a link to do a review for me. You had a good experience, please go on, do a review for me. We have a system from DealerRater that posts to cars.com, posts to autotrader.com, and from doing that now, I'm actually getting requests from people to actually see me as a salesperson. So I already sold 3 cars this month, used cars that from cars.com or Auto Trader I think opposed to, and they actually send the lead in, and there's a spot on there to request a certain salesperson. So just like I go into this Mexican restaurant, we love this restaurant. Every time I go in.
Okay, so he just said here that he made 3 sales in 1 month from people who selected him to be his sales rep through DealerRater. We're going to talk about how you can be selected more and you can get more leads and sell more cars. So if you think about it, 3 additional sales in 1 month, that's pretty big for most salespeople. So we're going to talk more about that. All right, let me go back to my deck. Okay. Bear with me a second. Let me pull this up. Okay, so we learned that the lead model is inefficient. You want to spend time with people who are going to buy from you. We talked about Frank Cornetti, who's not only selling 90% of his total sales through social, if he's getting sales from people who are contacting him on DealerRater. You can see Frank's DealerRater website page. He's got it right there. He's got a picture with his family and his kids. People can text, phone, and email him, and so on and so forth. Okay, so if you think about this, you must have people who come into your dealership and buy from you who are the ideal customer. Okay, what I found to be the ideal customer for most salespeople is their high closing percentage, meaning you meet with 10 people, you sell 8. It's a happier experience, meaning they're excited to be working with you as their sales rep. And they're fast. You don't have to spend as much time with these people. I mean, you may have other definitions of a happy customer who's an ideal customer, but these are the things that I found. How do you create more of these ideal customers? We're going to talk more about that. Now we're going to go into how do you build your brand, okay? How do people identify you? How do customers recognize and experience your business? This isn't your dealer's, this is your dealer's business, but you're kind of like within your dealership. What about your brand? Let's take a look at most popular Facebook fan pages. I don't even know who Cristiano Ronaldo is. Like he's like behind Facebook and Samsung. He's the 3rd most popular Facebook fan page. Shakira, Van Diesel, Leo Macy, Eminem. I mean, these are some of the biggest fan pages. How about on Twitter? Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift. You know, these are people who are followed the most. 10 most recognizable brands in the world. Apple, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Coca-Cola, Samsung, Toyota, Mercedes-Benz. How about the sales rep? Which sales rep has the most Facebook friends? Which sales rep is known and has a brand within their local community and their local market? So we're going to be talking about some of that stuff. In this podcast that I watched, Dave Benson, who's got a book, he works with Sean Hayes, Build Your Brand. All right, this is a great book. He they says when a salesperson goes out there and brands themselves, the customer feels more comfortable. Okay, people want to, if they select you, they're selecting you because they want to feel more comfortable. They know someone before they come into the dealership. This is why referrals and self-generated customers are so important. People would rather do business with you because you already have a relationship with them. How do we create more customers versus waiting for the advertising to kick in, like those guys looking out the window? So you want to create your own opportunities. And in fact, they say 4 a day. So I think you probably don't need to create 4 a day. If you created 1 to 2 per day, that probably would be sufficient, or depends how many cars you want to sell. So this podcast is something that you could listen to and you could study, building your brand. Okay, here's a sales rep, Alison Davis. Okay, we're going to go into a little bit with Alison Davis, but she did this Facebook posting July 2nd. She's in North Carolina. I found her online. I study her. Okay, here's what she said. Alison says, I've worked very hard over the past 5 years to build my brand and reputation. I spend a lot of time and money promoting myself. I did this to build my own customer base and not to have to wait for customers to just show up at the dealership. I recently noticed an influx of referrals who have shown up unannounced. Guys, think about this. She's got people showing up to the dealership and they're asking for Alison Davis. She's done this, and I mean, I'm not going to read this whole thing. She talks about referrals. They got a $100 referral program and so on and so forth. We're going to go into that. But the bottom line is that over 5 years, she's built her brand. My question is, what are you doing to build your brand? DealerRater is a way to help you build your brand, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Here's her DealerRater page, Alison Davis. It's got information on there, where she lives, her contact information, and so on and so forth. In fact, I went on her Facebook page this morning. She's hit 400 DealerRater reviews as of like this past week. Pretty cool for Alison. And when you look at the leads that come into her dealership, guys, and we're going to talk more about this, look at how she's getting about 80% of the leads coming in. And these are like March 10th, March 7th, March 4th, March 2nd, March 1st. I mean, I highlighted her name, and you can see to the right-hand side if it's off of the cars.com BDP or the DealerRater profile page. So Alison's doing a great job with building her brand, but I mean, she's leveraging her brand and DealerRater to sell more cars. So in this podcast, they said a referral and a repeat customer was a 60 to 70% or more closing percentage. That's where I got this data from. A fresh up was 20%. How can you attract the 60 to 70 to 80% closing percentage? How can you meet with 10 people to sell 8? Okay, and you'll be more efficient with your time. Why aren't car sales reps branding themselves like real estate agents? That's a great question. Okay, Lisa Copeland, she ran dealerships before. She's the founder of Cars Her Way. She was asked if she was running a dealership today, what would she do? The second paragraph, 1,000,000%, it would be social focused. The third paragraph, making sure that your salespeople understand the importance of social media and that they're very active. So you can read you can listen to this podcast. I studied it. I transcribed it into this slide. Ali Rada, #1 sales rep in the world. I know he sold 202 cars in December of 2019. What does he say? Reach out to everybody you know. He says that the people that you know, friends and family, acquaintances, they're high percentage sales. He says 70 to 80% compared to walk-in at 10 to 20%. See the theme? 80% close versus the BDC or walk-in at 20%. Why would you not focus your time on the person that is going to be an 80% chance you are going to sell them something? That is what Ali Rada said. Okay, now let's get into some local people. Mike Hoffman, I love Mike Hoffman. This is his Facebook page. Do you know he sells cars on his Facebook page? Absolutely, he's got the thumbs up, he's positive. Mike actually, as of about a year ago, he was at the dealership 2 years. He's selling 20 cars a month. 10 of his sales, or 50%, were self-generated through social. I've trained him. He's at the Mcguire import store in Utica. We'll go into a little bit more into him. Here's his DealerRater page that he has. Alan Williams, love Alan Williams. He's at Fusillo Toyota. When I did the training for Alan, May of 2019, Alan was not on Facebook. So if you're a sales rep and you're sitting there going, I don't do Facebook, Alan didn't do Facebook. Alan, in fact, you see how it says in this photo, he's got 3,453 friends. Well, less than 2 years ago, he had 0 friends. The dude is an animal with what he's doing with social. So what he told me was he's now selling 5 sales per month that he's generating himself through Facebook. Guys, if you think about this, he's now generating about 60 sales per year on his own, just from marketing himself. And he's not a younger rep. He's in his 40s. He wasn't on Facebook, and he's now having success. So if you think about it, one training that I did, he's now having more success in the car business. So keep in mind, if you're closed-minded to social and you don't do that stuff, you can use it as a marketing tool for yourself. And here's Alan's DealerRater page. This is his own website. He can promote himself as well. And you guys are also, some of you already have your DealerRater page. Some of you, it needs, for all of you, it needs to be set up better. Zig Ziglar, who is the classic, like, long-term trainer in the car business, he says, if people like you, they'll listen to you. If they trust you, they'll do business with you. The car business is a people business. There are some companies like Carvana that want to make it transactional and take the people out of it. Guess what? People would rather buy from you than because they like and trust you. So DealerRater is not just about reviews. It's about people and trust and giving you guys, this is a gift which will empower you to sell more cars and make more money. How do you self-generate customers? What's a referral? It's the act of telling someone about the positive features of a person or a business. Okay, so we're going to talk about how you generate more referrals. And I think you guys have referral bonuses, which will need to get added into the DealerRater platform. Okay, Brian Benstock, he's a managing partner at the #1 Honda store in the country. They're in Long Island. If you don't follow him, you should find him on LinkedIn and Facebook and follow him. He's got a lot of great insights. He says they teach their people how to prospect, how to create a customer. I love that phrase. How does the salesperson create a customer? Okay, that's what we're talking about here. Where do you look for a customer? How do you hunt for a customer? We're not farmers, right? We're hunters. You got to go out there and get the food. So this is the managing partner at Paragon Honda. Okay, before I get into this, I got 2 more short videos to share with you. Okay, we're gonna close Frank out. Okay, so I did this video with Ross. Ross works at Wester. He was at this store. He just finished his 2nd year at Wester, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. He sold 217 cars, and let's listen to him.
Ross King, he works with Wester, Dodge, Ram, and I'm talking to Ross because he does really well with social media. A couple years ago, Ross told me he was selling about 5 cars per month from social. And a couple years later, Ross, maybe you can tell us how many cars on average per month you sell from social media and what social platforms?
Well, just to give a little insight, I've been here a little over 2 years, sold 217 cars last year. I don't really track it to know exactly, but if I had to guess, I'd say it's somewhere between 7 to 10 cars per month, any given month, that usually generate some way or another from Facebook primarily or Instagram. Facebook and Instagram are typically the only tools I use for social, but just the ease of advertising, reaching people, and the fact that it's completely free are probably the biggest benefits.
All right. So as you heard Ross say, it's free. Okay. He's selling about, I mean, he's very humble. He said 85% of these customers are traveling about an hour to come to buy from him because he used to live in this small town called Perry, New York, and they're coming to Orchard Park, New York to buy from him. Home of the Buffalo Bills, Orchard Park, New York. So guys, we're talking like half of his 217 sales he generated himself. Self-generated customer is a higher gross profit, and it also is a higher closing percentage, and there's better back-end money as well. So keep in mind, it's not just more sales, it's better profits. And it's free. It's absolutely free. This is mind-boggling. Okay, we're gonna go into we're gonna talk about referrals here. This is Jason Roy at Fusillo Toyota.
Okay, I'm here with Jason Roy with Fusillo Toyota, and he just is going to explain an experience he just had with a customer he's selling who reached out to him through social. Why don't you go ahead, Jason?
Hey, my name is Jason Roy, Boys Roy. I'm coming to you live and direct from Fusillo Toyota in Grand Island, New York. Hey, social media is doing huge things. A neighbor of mine that I met through social media, and we keep in contact through social media, Facebook to be exact, she actually referred a friend of hers to me, which to my grand surprise, she's actually purchasing a 4Runner Limited, and I'm really excited that social media is a big part of business in general today, and you can reach so many more people.
All right, so Jason had a friend on Facebook. Let me go back to my slide. Okay, word of mouth, the best form of advertising, absolutely. I've learned this throughout the years, hands down. So my question was, what's the best form of advertising? It's word of mouth. Okay, so let me make this a little bigger. Here's what Jason did. All right, Jason had a friend on Facebook. I call these a promoter. These are promoters. You see these where it says 1 through 10, who had a friend on Facebook who was looking for a car. So Jason was able to sell a vehicle to his promoter, his friend on Facebook's friend. He was able to go deep into their channel and their network. So that was an example I wanted to share with you regarding, I'm sure you've had examples of people you knew who promoted you as well. So I hear somebody turn on their voice. Somebody want to ask a question or add something? Well, then if you can mute yourself, because it's coming over pretty loud. All right, so here I put this slide together, guys. Here's you. If you can promote yourself to just 10 people. Now, of course, some of you know 50 people. And these are people who are willing to say you're the best. This could be your father, your uncle, your niece, your nephew, your best friend. Will they promote you to their social timeline? So these 10 people. Hey, Ian, is there a way to mute that person who's got their microphone turned on?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
All right. So guys, in this example, I have 10 people that you know, and then these 10 people have Facebook friends. Now, I have 1,000 Facebook friends. My father has 35 Facebook friends. He's 78 years old. Some people have 3,000 Facebook friends. Some people have 340.
Chat.
Mark, you got to mute them. It's Elvis.
It's Elvis. Elvis, is there a chance you could mute your screen, please? Your Zoom.
I got you.
All right.
Sorry, guys.
All right. Well, cool. So in this example, guys, through your 10 people that you know, there's a total of 15,815 friends and acquaintances of the people you know. At any given time, 9% of the people are in the market to buy a car. I've heard this since I've been in the business since 2006. That's 1,423 car shoppers. So through 10 people, you could possibly reach 1,423 car shoppers. Okay, I call these warm opportunities on Facebook. Okay, so when you think about it, which of these promoters, these 10 promoters, are the most valuable? Well, I'll just answer it really quick because you can't comment. This number 10 here has 5,000 friends. This number 3 has 3,000 friends. Guys, you need to find the channels of your friends and acquaintances who have the most friends. And you need to work with those people, and on an ongoing basis, monthly, every few months, have them post your DealerRater page and refer you. Okay. Does this make sense? Hope so. All right, let's go to the next page. All right, what this means for the dealer, for the managers and general managers on the call, if you get 10 salespeople who can reach 1,423 car shoppers, your store as a whole is reaching 14,230 warm car shoppers. What I mean by warm car shoppers, these are not cold. These are not people that don't know people. These are people that are looking to buy a car, and they're warm because their friend on Facebook is affiliated with your sales rep. So just think of the possibility and the opportunity in social for these salespeople and for the whole dealership. All right, market yourself. How do you market yourself? Okay, Jennifer DePasquale posts pictures of every sales. She takes a photo of every delivery and she posts it to her Facebook. We're going to be teaching on this because we're going to make it a best practice for every one of you and your store to take a photo of every customer at delivery and send them the review solicitation through the DealerRater app. Mike Hoffman. Now, Jennifer DePasquale sells 2/3 of all her sales through Facebook. Mike Hoffman, selling 20 cars a month. I mean, he's probably doing more now, guys. I haven't talked to him since, been out there since like March, April, with COVID. He posted his review. Had a great experience trading in my car. Clayton Fanning. Now, Clayton Fanning, for you sales managers on the call, Clayton Fanning is a used car manager wherever he works, wherever he goes. He brings 15 deals per month with him. He's bringing 180 sales a year, no matter where he goes to work, because he works social. Here he posted a map. He said, I'm here till 5. Pretty cool. To the left, Todd Caputo. You may know Todd Caputo. He owned Used Car King. He recently sold them to the Sonic Auto Group. He owns Sun Chevrolet in the Syracuse market. As an owner, he's making postings on social. He sees the value. Mike Hoffman, again, posted another review. During this time, I was unsure of buying a vehicle. That was during COVID. Had a great experience with Mike Hoffman. And there's Mike Hoffman's posting where he got 3 reviews over the weekend. 2 of the 4 sales were at Facebook. Bud Smith, when I met him, he's at Fusillo Chevrolet in Adams, New York. He just started at the dealership, and I said, "Hey, Bud, how many Facebook friends you got?" He said 4,000, and I said, "Man, you are going to make a lot of money." I sat down, I got his DealerRater page set up. At the time, I taught him what to do. Now he's the top sales rep, and within 6 months, he became the top sales rep in his store. And he's still very active with posting the social. Alan Williams, he working from home. This must have been during COVID, but took a look at their used inventory. Takes pictures of his cars, posts them. He's letting his friends and his family and his acquaintances know that he's in the car business and he sells cars. Brenton Wilcox works with Jennifer DePasquale. They had a double sale. And Brenton sells 50% of his total sales. He self-generates through Facebook. I can go on and on. The car business is a people business. You can see this is your Chrysler store. All of you, the sales and the service people and the finance, they're all going to be showing up on your DealerRater page. And we can go and look at this. Great photos. I like the way the Chrysler store is set up. Your people are there, and 97% of car shoppers would prefer to select their salesperson before walking in the dealership. you also show up on cars.com. This is great, guys. Why is cars.com valuable? Well, we're going to get over 80 to 80,000 visitors to the cars.com marketplace in Rochester. A lot of car shoppers are looking for vehicles on the cars.com marketplace, and they can find you there. You're on cars.com. You want to build your brand, build your reviews, and we're going to talk more about that. Your own website. I didn't put your dealership on your own website. I put Fusillo Toyota because eventually Ian is working on getting you all of you to be viewed and selected on the Vision Automotive websites. So you're going to be on DealerRater, on cars.com, and on your websites. So as you build your brand, it's going to be a win-win for all of you. And plus, these leads that come in from people selecting you are a much better closing percentage than just the BDC leads that come in. All right, this is great, guys. This is a vehicle at the Chrysler store on cars.com. I did a snapshot of it just to save time. The customer likes the car. The customer wants to submit a lead. They could collect or select view all salespeople. I think I saw Alex on the call. Elvis is on the call. Eric, look at that. You guys are showing up right on the vehicle page. It's called the view detail page on cars.com. And people can select you. And then when the lead gets submitted, you get a notification that you were selected. And then you would have the opportunity to work with this customer because they selected you. These leads, guys, close at, from me talking to reps, somewhere around 50%, which is very high. A self-generated customer closes at 80%, like a referral. These will close at 50%, but the BDC are much lower. They could be 20% or less. So this is a much higher quality connection.
Hey, Mark, if I can chime in.
Yeah.
For everybody that gets those leads selected, you'll get a notification through your DealerRater app. Just download the app and hit forgot password if you're not logged in. Your username is your email address. But when you see these leads come in, make sure that the BDC person is letting you work it. If you guys have a BDC, make sure that they're letting you work that lead. And if they're not, if they're the ones trying to schedule the appointments, make sure they're saying like, hey, you know, I'm calling on behalf of Alex. I know you want to work with him. I'm trying to schedule an appointment with him. That way, it's not somebody saying, hey, this is Joe in the BDC, and then the customer wants to work with Alex. Now that's going to cause friction. There'll be much higher show rate and close rate, like Mark said, if it's a tighter process. So keep that in mind when you get those leads. Make sure you take control of them.
Absolutely. Thanks, Ian. All right. You want to then promote yourself everywhere. Okay, so this is Bethany. Bethany works at the Mcguire Auto Group. This is her DealerRater page, guys. Look at what she puts in her biography. I am a senior brand consultant. I love that. If I'm looking to work with a sales rep, I want to choose a senior brand consultant. She has a background in hospitality. She's telling how she's great at customer service. She's efficient. She provides the best car buying experience possible, lowest prices, and she beats any advertised price. They donate 10% of all their oil changes to charities. And then she has the call to action: schedule an appointment to sit down with me today! Exclamation point. I love this. Okay, we're gonna look at Alan Williams. Guys, I want you all to download the DealerRater for Dealer app, log in, set up your biographies and set up your pages. A lot of you don't have them set up yet. You want to have a biography because it gives you a better chance to get selected and you could sell more cars and build your brand. Alan, he's a Buffalo native. He works for Fusillo Toyota of Grand Island. He's a husband to a loving wife and father, 3 beautiful daughters, 4 grandchildren. He's got 4 grandkids. He's selling 5 cars a month on Facebook. Gotta love it. What does that first paragraph mean? Well, he's looking to attract people that are family-oriented people. They have a tendency to trust people who, you know, raise great families, great kids, great grandkids. Second paragraph, his dealership experience. He's been with Fusillo Toyota 3.5 years. In sales over 25 years. And then this is really important. Tell people in your biography when you're not working what you like to do. So you got your family, you got your work, and then when you're not working, he likes to watched the Buffalo Sabres, the Buffalo Bills. He's a coach for basketball and bowling. And then finally, what he likes to do with every customer. So this is a great textbook. If you just go find Ellen Williams' page, use it as a template for how you develop your page. He likes to deliver customer satisfaction. I strive to make sure all my customers are happy. I can't wait to meet with you. That's kind of his call to action. Write a great biography, guys. This is going to help people select and choose you. How about photos of customers at delivery? So this is a friend of mine on Facebook. The sales rep didn't take the photo. The customer snapped it from their website and posted it. Why would a car buyer post a photo of a vehicle to their timeline? Because they want to brag. They want to say, hey, I just bought this car, take a look at it. But what's the value? You can see Jennifer has 1,284 Facebook friends. 90 people liked the posting. 10 friends commented on the posting. Is this type of word of mouth exposure valuable? How much did Wester pay for this exposure? 0. Okay, so we have the ability now through the DealerRater app for you guys to take photos with customers. You can see Big Tom, he promotes himself. I love Big Tom at Wester. He sold over 300 vehicles. Now he's doing finance at Wester now. You can see Jason Roy, who was in the video. He takes a photo of a vehicle and also has his business card in there. You can see Eric Giardina. Eric Giardina sold like 400 cars this past year. This is 2018. He sold 315. He puts text overlays in his photos, which is pretty cool. Ross King just did the video. He's selling 10 cars a month from Facebook. 2 years at his dealership, sold 217 cars, made President's Club. These are all postings these guys did on Facebook. Okay. You also, by building your brand, get search engine optimization benefits when people Google your name. So Art Chamberlain, I think Art works with Vision. I think. Okay, so I Googled Art Chamberlain and his DealerRater page showed up in the #1 position for search. This is huge, guys. The marketing director for my Mcguire Auto group said, this is huge, where the rep can actually show up when people Google your name. And then I Googled Lenny Mellis. He works for Ed Schultz of Warren, Pennsylvania, and he showed up #1. People can contact you. Here's some examples of some leads. Okay, so this lead came in and it said, hello, you helped me a few years ago with my current lease. So the customer bought from the sales rep, Mackenzie. Mackenzie works for Mcguire Nissan. And the customer found Mackenzie and said, and purchase a vehicle. So this came into Mackenzie. Ross Peretta, this customer would like to work with Ross. They want to know if this vehicle is available. You could see the leads that came in, but more importantly, it shows you if it comes in from DealerRater or if it comes in from cars.com. And then let's go into Ellen Williams got this lead. Check this out. The customer said, I'd like to place a deposit on the truck. For the sales reps on the call, who would like to get a lead where the customer says, I would like to place a deposit on the truck? Bam. Gotta love that. Okay, so Sarah works at Fusillo on Grand Island. Read your reviews, looking to purchase a new CHR. Guys, people are gonna read your reviews before they select you. Build your reviews, start today. Couple more leads. This is at Mcguire. Bethany got this. The customer's like, I'm in Syracuse and I'm interested. Guys, Syracuse is about an hour and a half from Ithaca. And Bethany gets this lead, I'm interested, for a vehicle for her daughter. And then this one came in. This is also Clayton. He was a new sales rep at the Mcguire store. I'm interested in seeing the new Venza. This is great, ma'am. Okay, so Brian Mark, you guys just got set up with this. So yeah, I don't have a lot of leads to show, but Brian Mark with the Kia store got this lead. The customer would like to work with Brian Mark. I'd like to know if the 2021 Kia Soul you have listed on cars.com is still available. As you guys get your photos updated, your biographies updated, get reviews, you're going to get selected even more. Best lead in the history of leads. This is Fusillo in the Albany market. We just read great reviews from Alan Barber, and we'd like to have the same experience. So guys, people will read your reviews and they are choosing you because they want the same experience. The customer says, I will be there Saturday at 11 to test drive the vehicle. And then the rep, he says to the rep, please text me and confirm you'll be available. So guys, instead of you contacting the customer to try to get them in, the customer is wanting you to text them to see if you will be there on Saturday. You got to love that. Best lead I've ever seen in the history of leads. All right. So we just covered how you can be selected. Now, the certification, you need 10 reviews per quarter to get certified. Now, when you're certified, you show up higher, and plus customers will choose you more because you're certified. All you have to do is get 10 reviews. Guys, the quarter ends the end of March. So my suggestion is text your DealerRater page to like 20 friends, family, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, and ask them to click on your page and review you ASAP. Get up to 10 reviews. You'll show up higher. You'll show up higher in cars.com, and you'll start to get more people selecting you by being a certified employee. Make sense? All right, dealership employee turnover. As you're certified, salespeople are selling more cars. They're building their brand. They're less likely to leave. So from the managers and the general managers, this is awesome. So I guess it's better job security for you sales reps by building your brand on DealerRater. All right, really quick, we're going to go through. Download the DealerRater for Dealer app. If you haven't done it yet, you need to go to your Apple store or your Google store and download the app. It's on Android and Apple. And then once you have your setup for the login, you're going to take a photo of the customer with the vehicle at delivery. All of you are going to do this. And then you're going to go back to your desk and you're going to click on the app. You're going to click at the bottom on the Apple phone. It says Lot Shot. I believe on the Android phone, you got to click on the 3 bars and then click on Lot Shot. Click Get Started. You're going to choose the vehicle from the media library. You're going to select the vehicle in your library. You're going to move the Vision logo in the photo. You move it with your finger where it needs to go. You're going to select by email or by text. Okay. If you text it to the customer, that's fine. I'm going to recommend email. My best dealer, who gets like a lot of reviews, they're doing it by email because the customer, after they submit the review, has to go back into their email to verify that they were the ones that sent the review. Okay, then you're going to put the customer's name in there or their cell phone number, and then you're going to click send, and then it's going to say success. That's it, guys. Every delivery, take the photo with the customer, go back to your desk, send the lot shot. I encourage you to do this, and it's going to help you to build your review volume, and it's going to help you to build your brand. It's very simple. The customer will get the text. Thank you for choosing DealerRater Connections demo. It's going to say thank you for choosing Vision, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Vision, Kia, Vision, Nissan. And then the customer is going to be able to write the review. The customer should not complete the review on the dealer Wi-Fi. Reviews from the same IP address will not post. Get started now. Send out 20 lot shots today. Text your page to 20 friends and family today to start building your review volume. Okay, when the review is gathered and you took the photo of the customer, it also posts to your store's Facebook page. If you don't take the photo and the review's captured, it also posts to your store's Facebook page. Can you see which one looks better? They say a photo is worth 1,000 words. So the photo to the right, they took the photo of the customer, they sent it through the DealerRater for Dealer app, and it posted to their timeline. So my recommendation is take photos of every customer at delivery. Make sense? Okay. Again, the reviews, when they come in, the DealerRater reviews syndicate to a network of sites. The dealer review builder, DealerRater review builder reviews, like your service reviews, they'll also go to Google and Facebook. And then they'll go to your, look at how it helps your Google page 1, okay? This is Vision Chrysler. The reviews from our program go to cars.com. They go to Facebook. They go to DealerRater. They go to Google. They go to Facebook. They go to DealerRater. Look at this. I mean, we're covering like, and 2/3 of shoppers first encounter reviews with the dealer through page 1 of Google. So this is huge, guys. By you guys doing this, you're building your brand, but your store is going to look unbelievably amazing online everywhere. And then when you take the photo, it shows up on your DealerRater page. Well, we can look at this really quick. And then once the customer does the review, they're going to get this pop-up that says, get $100 cash. Ian, did you talk with the Vision people? And if anybody can speak on the call, do you guys have $100 referral bonus or bird dog that you pay out to customers who refer you?
And Mark, I'll email all the GMs and ask them how much the referral is.
All right. So anyway, if you give a $100 referral, we're going to add this to your program, and then the customer is going to get this pop-up. It's going to say, would you recommend David Fillmore, the sales rep? Will you recommend Elvis? And then if they click on post to Facebook, the customer then can post your page to their timeline immediately. How cool is that? The customer can actually refer you, and then when people click on your page, you can have one of their friends on Facebook contact you, which can lead to another sale. This is much better than handing your business cards to people, guys, and saying, if you know anybody, can you refer me? And they throw your business card in the garbage. So this is like the digital referral. This is like, we're in the new age right now, and we track the referrals for the payouts of the bonuses. Guys, in the app, there's something that says share my profile to Facebook. If you click on that, as you see on the right-hand side, the sales rep, Rudy, he posted his own DealerRater page to Facebook. If you're having a sale, if you're having an event, if you got a leasing special, post the leasing special. If it's a $199 leasing special on a certain vehicle, post it, and then it's going to post to your page. Have people contact you on that. Why not do it? Why not self-promote yourself? So DealerRater has Facebook tools to help you do that. I referred Jen. I put Jen as awesome, and I referred her to my timeline. I have 1,000 friends, and that's kind of what that looks like. Jennifer DePasquale does her own postings as well. She does memories. Happy 4-year anniversary. So because she does these postings, she goes into the memories on Facebook, and she posts the 1-year, 2-year, 3-year, 4-year anniversaries of customers who bought from her. She also sends Facebook friend requests to the people who buy from her. Her friends on Facebook is pretty much a huge archive of her customers. That's why she does so well. Alison sells cars. She said, this is July 4th during COVID. I sold 3 CRVs. 2 of my referrals were sold. Okay, that is phenomenal. Clayton took a picture of a sign. He's here all day. Gotta love that. Jonathan Spence, he sold 200 cars his first year at Wester Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Lockport. He just got promoted to used car manager. He told me that 60 of his 200 sales were self-generated. Guys, today, go do this posting. Jennifer DePasquale, greatest posting I ever saw in my life. Anyone looking to upgrade and keep the same monthly car payment, message me to set up an appointment. She got 11 comments. She probably got more. I mean, when I did the snapshot, she had 11 comments. This one comment said yes. And then this person's looking to upgrade to a 2500 Dodge Ram, and it started the conversation. So guys, you can do postings like this. I love this one. I'll say it again. Anyone looking to upgrade and keep the same monthly car payment, ? Message me to set up an appointment with a heart sign. Do that posting today. I bet you'll sell some cars from it.
Hey, Mark, can I share something real fast? Can you give me
what do you want to share?
I want to show my screen real fast, just before I jump. I want to show them a true referral example that I helped a salesperson get.
Yeah. I hope I'm able to do this.
Just go down to the bottom screen share button.
I see it.
You see the screen share button? It should.
I gotta stop share first, right?
Possibly. And there's
Okay.
a little arrow that says allow anybody to share.
Can you share?
No, there's a little arrow where it says share your screen. There's a little arrow, click on it and it should open up.
It doesn't say, it just says for me to share. I don't see the arrow. So,
Okay. All right, never mind. I'll send the slides to you, but it's Frank Cornetti. You can share it.
It says one participant can share at a time. So I click on that. Should I click multiple participants can share simultaneously?
Yep.
Try that. See if it works.
Yep.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right,
can you see my
guys.
screen?
I can see it. Yeah.
Okay, so this is Frank Cornetti. This is the guy who Mark said sells 100 cars a month. I know him personally. He's a friend of mine, so I get him a lot of referrals. But when we first came out with this Refer Me feature, I wanted to test it out on him. So he sent me his DealerRater page, which is right here, right? He just Googled his name. He sent me his link, and I clicked the Refer Me button. And then after I clicked Refer Me button, it took me to this screen. To get $100 when your friends shop with Frank, share it on Facebook or email. So I clicked post on Facebook. So when I clicked post to Facebook, it opened up my Facebook page, and I was able to write a little blurb where I said my parents purchased a car from Frank Cornetti at Piazza Honda Springfield, had a great experience. I witnessed the process. If you need a newer used vehicle, he's your man. So this is a true review. I wrote that for him because my parents did buy a car from him, and I was there. So you can see Paul McDonald, Ed McDonald, 17 other people shared it, liked it, just liked it and loved it. So that showed up on all their timelines. So I'm not friends with all these people, but since they all liked it and loved it, that showed up on their timeline. 3 people commented on it. Again, that showed up on all their timelines. So I just blasted Frank out on my Facebook page by doing that. 2 days later, after I did it, I got an email notification because I work for DealerRater that Frank Cornetti got a referral lead. And then if I went into the details, it was referred by myself because when I clicked post to Facebook, I had to put my email in there. It was submitted by Sean Dugan for Frank Cornetti, and his message was, "Hello, I got your name from E. McDonald on Facebook. I'm interested in 2019 Ridgeline you have." So this kid, Sean Dugan, is my friend's little brother. He saw my post, was looking for a car, messaged him. That was a slam dunk deal. So it works. That's all I want to share, Mark.
Cool. All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping up. Let me finish a couple more slides and then we'll be done. Okay, so do this posting today. You'll probably sell some cars in the next few days from it. Okay, for the sales managers, the general managers, add to your delivery checklist the DealerRater lot shot. And so this would mean that every rep at delivery would actually send the lot shot out consistently and persistently. This is what one of my stores does, and I'll show you an example of what they do. And then I have the 10 steps to DealerRater success. Guys, I'm not going to go through this all in detail right now. I'm going to email this to your stores and they can actually get this to you. But download the app, number 1. Number 2 is complete your profile, and I go through how to complete your profile. Number 3, at delivery, do the customer photo, and then how to build your brand. Number 4, do the lot shot. Send it, you got the phone in the car, send the lot shot to the customer. Market yourself. Post the customer photo to your social timeline. Number 6, daily posting on social. Number 7, personal Facebook social page. Number 8, so you're using your Facebook page to market yourself. Number 8, referrals, refer me by DealerRater, how to go to that. Number 9, respond to reviews, it's textbook. And number 10 is continuous study. I put the listing of salespeople to go on a Facebook and study these salespeople. So these are, I guarantee you, if you do the 10 steps to DealerRater success, you will accomplish more success in your car sales career. And then just to show you a couple things online before we wrap this up. So this is the Chrysler store. Okay. So I love the job they're doing. They have 3 certified employees. Look at the service reviews coming in. This is phenomenal. Service review March 13th, March 12th. For the guys at the Chrysler store, go show this to your customer looking to buy a car. Say how awesome our service is. This is phenomenal. Look at this. Look at all the reviews here. This is great. And then they also have another service administrator, Elizabeth. She's got 10 reviews. So this, and Joe's certified. Look at that. Nice. We're gonna go to Elvis, because Elvis, you do have your you got your cell phone set up, so you logged in. That's great. Refer Me is set up, which is great. And then you got to put a biography here, and then you got to start adding some reviews. So that you guys are just getting started. But the way that this Refer Me works, guys, is I click on Elvis can copy. Elvis can copy his page and text it to people at the top, because this is his website page. He can say to his friend or family member or acquaintance, can you do me a favor? Can you click on the link, click the Refer Me button, and post me to Facebook? Now it's going to say get the $100 referral bonus in there once we add that. And I click post to Facebook, click I'm not a robot. DealerRater did a phenomenal job building this out. And I'll say Elvis is awesome. And the customer would just post that to their Facebook. So guys, Elvis, you just reached 1,000 of my friends, which 90 of them, 9% are in the market to buy a car right now. Let's take a look at what this looks like. We'll go to my Facebook. I hope this shows up, Ian. All right, there it is. Bam, on my timeline. Elvis is awesome. I just had a great experience with Elvis at Vision Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and he shows up right there. Guys, can you imagine like how many channels on Facebook of friends and acquaintances you can reach through DealerRater? This is unbelievable. So Elvis, build your brand, get it out there to social. Highly recommend it. And then I also wanted to show you Mcguire Nissan. Okay, so this store started with DealerRater 4 months ago, guys. So they don't have a lot of volume, but check out their sales reps. This guy, Braden. Okay, look at the reviews, March 13th. They take photos of every customer. If you don't have the customer there, just take the photo of the car and send that to the customer. Here, they took the photo of the car. But every review has either the vehicle with the customer. Look, they got the guys wearing the mask. How cute. Okay, and then this is February 26th. Look at the snow. That's crazy. All right. So anyway, if I go back to the next sales rep, look at the same thing. It's like these guys, everybody's taking photos of customers with the car. And then what happens is on Facebook, you know, you'll find out that these will post to their timeline on Facebook. So let me click on their Facebook page. Hopefully these will be here. They should be. All right, so you can see Mcguire Nissan, Braden. Here's Braden's review. It shows up on DealerRater. Now, guys, you can go to your Facebook page and then you could share this to your own timeline as well. So there's some cool things with that as well. Here's another one, Mcguire Nissan, another review that came in automatically. These happen automatically. All right, so that's about. I mean, I wanted to keep this. I know we started a little later, but we're gonna wrap this up right now. Guys, this is it, man. You guys got the most powerful tool in automotive. You can build your brand. You can take it to social. You have the ability to sell more cars, add reviews. There's so much potential you have. If you're sitting there right now going, I don't do Facebook, Alan Williams is a prime example of a guy that actually made a decision to learn the new way. It's almost like me trying to learn the Zoom thing. It's new skills, new things that are going on. Is there anybody that on this call right now has any questions on any of the stuff that we covered, please speak or maybe type in the chat. I'm going to be in Rochester, by the way, on Thursday. So I'm hoping that you all have your pages set up. I hope that you are all ready to go with your DealerRater pages, and I'll be in there in your stores Thursday to try to work with you, answer questions, that sort of thing. Types anything in the chat. Was the training good? Did you learn anything new? Any comments? Do you give a 5-star review? All right, guys. We'll see you Thursday. Thanks, Rob. Thanks for the feedback. Hopefully, use this stuff, man. Learn, study those sales reps. I'm going to email your managers the 10 steps to success. We'll get that out to you guys ASAP. I also recorded this, so if you want to reference it again, we'll have it saved. Take care, guys. Have a great day.